So this is the new leaked image that we have on the Rane One. What's up, bros? DJ Bar back with some more breaking news about the Rane One Motorized Platter Serato DJ controller. Man, that is a mouthful. We can pretty much put this thing to bed, guys, because I have all the tea, I have all the detail that you guys need to know about this controller. The entire DJ world is going crazy about this controller, and I'm here to share with you guys all the details, everything that you need to know about the Rane One. And just like every girl that I've ever been with tells me, I thought this thing was gonna be bigger. So this is the new leaked image that we have on the Rane One. And as you guys can see, it's very small, guys. A lot of you guys were saying that it was going to be a 10-inch platter. There is no way that these are 10 inches. The DJ's hands are totally towering over this little controller. And right off the bat, I know this is going to turn off a lot of DJs, especially turntable guys. You guys were saying it in my comments. You guys were saying this is for turntables. You don't know what you're talking about. It's a little baby. I told you guys. I didn't think this was going to be that big of a controller. It doesn't even look as big as a DDJ 1000. Now, I will say this photo does do this controller a bit more justice. We can now confirm the rear of the controller. We now have a full visual of what the rear will look like. If we take a look here, everything that I predicted is pretty much here with some exceptions. So, some things that I'm really happy to see. I'm happy to see 2 Xlr inputs for the microphones. That's huge, especially for mobile DJs, which, you know, is big for Rane, because Rane has traditionally been more of a scratch, more of a purist, more of a club brand. I'm happy to see that Rane showed some love to us mobile DJs. So we have 2 Xlr Inputs microphones. That's huge. If we move on down, it looks like we also have an Rca auxiliary port. I could be wrong. It is a little bit hard to make out once I start zooming in, but I'm pretty sure this will be an auxiliary Rca or a record Rca. Actually, this one might be record. This one might be auxiliary. Additionally, like I mentioned to you guys, I thought that you were going to be able to plug in external devices, external players like turntables and CDJs. That prediction has come true. As you guys can see, there is a ground, meaning that you should be able to link up turntables. You have 2 channels, 1 and 2, and I'm assuming that's what these switchers are for. So when you switch them, I'm assuming it's going to trigger the auxiliary ports, allowing you to use this as an external mixer. That's awesome. That's also great for mobile guys. So already mobile guys are in mind. Moving on, we do have a record out RCA. Again, keeping in mind, if you're a mobile DJ, you need to give an output to your videographer to record toast, to record ceremony. This is big. RCA output for mobile DJs. Love seeing that. Two Xlr outputs. I'm assuming one of these is booth, and I'm assuming one of them is master. This photo is throwing me off just because he's not using matching cables, but this is definitely an XLR because it's got the locking pin right here, although this one looks like a 1/4 inch, but this looks like the locking pin here. It's just because it's so pixelated, it's hard to make out, but I'm pretty positive that these are 2 Xlr outputs. Moving on, I mentioned that I only thought there was going to be 1 computer output. Some of you guys said, no, there's going to be 2 computer outputs because this is Rane. I called it. I said that there was only going to be 1 computer output because I would have seen another switch up here. And typically when you have an extra computer, this is not the type of switches that you see. So automatically I knew that there was no way in hell that this was going to have 2 computer outputs. That's honestly more of a luxury. It's great if you have it, but I can't blame them for not adding a 2nd computer output. Additionally, multiple sources are reporting that this controller will be priced at $14.99, bringing it to the $1,500 range. So now I want to pass on the question to you guys. Would you guys pay $1,500 for this controller? Another point that has been settled, and it's actually something that I forgot to bring up in my previous videos, was the fact that I thought that the performance pads were only 1 solid color, but it seems like they are RGB pads. As you guys can see, I see a green, and then I see a pink, and then I see a pink over here. I thought they were all going to be 1 solid color, and that was a bit worrying, especially when guys were saying that this thing was going to be well over $1,500. Some guys even said that it was going to cost $2,000. I was off by $300 at $1,500. I don't think it's a bad deal, but I will say I'm curious to hear the response from DJs when they see the actual size of this thing. Lastly, here is a picture to show a little bit of scale. And now you can't see that the DJ, he's tall, man. He's a tall dude. So as you guys can see, he is just towering over this little controller. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you love it? I've actually kind of changed my mind. I'm actually a bit more of a believer now. At first I was kind of sketched out, but now that I see the size and now that I see his perspective, my mind has changed. I'm also really excited that they kind of did gear this towards mobile DJs. I love the microphone inputs. I love that they use XLR for both booth and master. A lot of my predictions were right in your face to all the haters. Bros, thank you so much for watching this video. I'd love to get your opinions down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like it, subscribe if you're new around here, and don't forget to turn on that bell so that you can be notified when I post my next breaking news video. We are following reports of a leaked Pioneer mixer controller, and the video on that is coming soon. So be sure to subscribe. Signing off, DJ Bar. Stay awesome, bros. Peace.